The Spaghetti Slurping Sewer Serpent. Hi Casa friends, our story today is the Spaghetti Slurping Sewer Serpent, and the reason I chose this story is because it has a lot of alliteration in it. Some of you had a video lesson on alliteration this week, and for those of you who don't know what alliteration is, well, it's what happens when many or all of the words in a group or sentence have the same beginning sound. They start with the same sound. And what alliteration does is it makes it very tricky for your tongue to say the words, and your tongue often gets twisted. So let's see how well I do reading the Spaghetti Slurping Sewer Serpent, a book full of alliteration. Here we go. Sammy Sanders can't sleep. He is 77% sure that a spaghetti slurping sewer serpent lives in his sewer. After supper, when Mum scraped spaghetti into the sink, Sammy heard a strange slurping sound. Slurp, 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 slurp. The next day, Sammy sees spaghetti strands scattered across the street and a slimy sauce surrounding the sewer. "There's no such thing as a sewer serpent," says his friend Scott Sullivan. "Sammy Sanders is a scaredy cat," snickers Steve Strauss. Oh, tongue getting twisted, like I said. How rude. Sammy decides he has to see this serpent for himself, so he and his sister Sally set out as spaghetti slurping sewer serpent spies. Please don't kick the chair, Rowan. Sally spots a suspiciously slimy splatter. Sammy is certain that this is the same sauce he's seen before. There's the suspicious splatter of sauce. See it? Please don't kick that chair, Rowan. Suddenly, Sally's sneakers skid on the sauce. She stumbles into the sewer. She squeals as she slides out of sight. Ah! Poor Sally. Sammy shivers as he strains to see his sister. Scary thoughts swim in his head. What if the sewer serpent spots Sally snooping? What if Scott Sullivan and Steve Strauss see him sitting there and sniveling? Sammy has to snap out of it. He must save Sally. He shuts his eyes and shoves his arm into the sewer. "Sally, Sally, Sally," he shouts. Something seizes his sleeve. He sure hopes it's Sally. With superhero strength, Sammy grabs it, swings his arm up, and sees...
Sally.
What can it be? His stinky sister. Sally says, "Sorry, Sammy, no spaghetti slurping sewer serpents, just a smelly, sludgy sewer." How disappointing. Later, when Sally is sleeping, Sammy has a stupendous idea. He snatches a salty snack for himself and a serving of saucy spaghetti. Then he sneaks to his swing set and sits the spaghetti on the seat. He sprints behind a shrub and waits. Sammy struggles not to fall asleep. Sadly, after a short 7 minutes and 17 seconds, Sammy's eyes slam shut. As the stars shine down on the sewer cap, it shakes, then slowly shifts to the side. Dun dun dun. What's crawling out? A scaly, slimy sewer serpent slips onto the street and slithers to the Sanders' swing set. The sewer serpent slithers up to the scrumptious spaghetti and slurps it from a spork while swinging on the Sanders' squeaky swing. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Sammy knows that sound. He wakes up and sees the serpent sniffing his salty snacks. Sammy stares at the serpent. The serpent stares at Sammy's snacks. Sammy sees there's only one solution. "Wanna share?" he says. The spaghetti slurping sewer serpent smiles, and Sammy smiles too. The serpent swallows the salty snack and slithers back to the sewer. He stops, spins around, and whispers to Sammy, "Shh, serpents are a secret." "My lips are sealed," says Sammy. Then the serpent slips out of sight. That night, Sammy Sanders sleeps soundly, 100% sure that a spaghetti slurping serpent lives in his sewer. The end.
But his sister didn't know.
No, do you think he's going to tell her?
No.
Or he's going to keep the secret to himself?
Hi, Serena.
Oh, baby incoming. Bye, everyone. See you later.
Shout out to Sophia S. and Alice.
Shout out to everybody and
And
their
hello.
dogs and cats. Shout out to the world.